Today is chapter number 9 and day number 11. The role of family and friends in shaping your habits. In 1969, Hungarian man named Alsora Polagar wrote a series of stranger letters to a woman named Carla. Esceloro was a firm believer in hard work. In fact, it was all he believed in. He completely rejected the idea of intent talent. He claimed that with a deliberate practice and the development of good habits, a child could become a genius in any field. This mantra was a genius is not born but in educated and trained. Alsora believed als als Las Laszlo Laszlo and pronunciation is very bad but you can understand it. Lazlo Laszlo believed in the idea so strongly that he wanted to test it with his own children, and he was writing to Carla because he needed a wife willing to jump on board. Carla was a teacher, and although she may not have been an adept as Laszlo, Laszlo, slow, he also believed that with proper instruction, anyone could drive their skills. Laszlo decided chess would be the suitable field for experiment, and he laid out a plan to raise his children to become a chess prodigies. The, the kids would be homeschooled, and rarity in Hungarian at the time. The house would be filled with chess books and pictures of famous chess players. The children would play against each other constantly and compete in the best tournament they would find. The family keep and meticulous file system of the tournament history of every competitor the child faced. Their life would be dedicated to chess. Laszlo successfully courted Carla, and within a few years, the Polagars were parents to the three young girls, Susan, Sophia, and Judy. Susan, the oldest, became playing chess when he was 4 years old. Within 6 months, he also defeated adults. Sophia, the middle child, did even better. For 14, she was a world champion, and a few years later, she became a grandmaster. Judith, the youngest, was the best of all. By age 5, she could beat her father. At 12, she was the youngest player ever listed among the top 100 chess players in the world. At 15 years and 4 months old, she became the youngest grandmaster of all time, younger than Bobby Fischer, the previous record holder. For 27 years, she was the number one ranked female chess player in the world. The children of the Polagar sister was atypical, to say the least, and yet, if you ask them about it, they claim their lifestyle was attractive and very enjoyable. In interview, sister talks about their childhood as an entertainment rather than luring. They loved playing chess. They could not get enough of it. Once Lasso reportedly found Sophia playing chess in the bathroom in the middle of the night, encouraging her to go to back to sleep. He said, Sophia, leave the piece alone. To which replied, Daddy, they won't leave me alone. The Polgar sisters grew up in a culture that prioritized chess above all else. Praise them for it, reward them for it. In their world, an obsession with the chess was normal, and as we are about to see, when whatever habits are normal in a culture are among the most attractive behavior you will find. Seduction pulls of social norms. Humans are herd animals. We want to fit in to the bond with others and to earn the respect and approvals of their peers. Such inclinations were essential to our survival. For most of our revolutionary history, our ancestors lived in the tribes, becoming separate from the tribe or worse, being cast out was a death sentence. The alone wolf die, but the pack survives. Meanwhile, those who collaborated and bonded with others enjoys increased safety, maintaining opportunity and access to resource. Hence, Charles Darwin noted, in the long history of humankind, those who learn to collaborate and improve most effectively have prevailed. As a result, one of the deepest human desires is to belong, and this ancient preference exerts a powerful influence on our modern behavior. We don't choose our earliest habit, we intimate them. We follow the script handed down by our friends and family, our church or school, our local community, and society at large. Each of them culture and group come with its own set of expectation and standards. When and whether to get married, how many children to have, which holiday to celebrate, how much money to spend on a child's birthday. In many ways, these social norms are the invisible rules that guide our behavior each day. You are always keeping them in mind, even if they at the at the not top of our mind. Often you follow the habits of your culture without thinking, without questioning, and sometimes without remembering. As a French philosopher, Michael de Montaigne wrote, the customs and practice of our life in society sweeps us all. Most of the time, going along with the group does not feel like a burden. Everyone wants to belong. If you grew up in a family that reward you for your chess skills, playing chess will seems like very attractive thing to do. If you work in a jobs where everyone's wear expensive suits, then you will be inclined to splurge on one as well. If all of our friends were sharing in inside joke or using a new phrase, you want to do it too so they know that you get it. Behaviors are attractive when they feel attractive when they help us to fit in. We intimate behaviors of three groups in particular: the close, the many, the powerful. Each group offers an opportunity to leverage second law behavior change and make our habits more attractive. Imitating the close. Imitating the close. The proximity has a powerful effect on our behavior. The this is true of our physical environment, as we discussed in chapter number 6, but it is also true of the social environment. We pick up habits from the people around us. We copy the way our parents handle arguments, the way our peers flirts with another, the way our co-workers get result. When our friends smoke pot, You give it try too. When your wife has a habit of double checking that the door is locked before going to bed, you pick it up as well. I find that I often intimate the behavior of those around me without realizing it. In conversations, I will automatically assume the body posture of other person. In college, I began to talk like a my roommates. When traveling to other country, I consciously imitate the local accent despite reminding myself to stop. To stop. As a general rule, the closer we are to someone, the more likely we are to intimate some of their habits. On groundbreaking study tracked 12,000 people from 32 years and found that person chance of becoming obsessed increased by 57% he if she if he or she had a friend who become obsessed. It's worked the other way too. Another study found that if one person in relationship lost weight, the other partner would also slim down about one third of the time. Our friends and our family improve a sort of invisible peer pressure that pulls up us in their direction. Of course, peer pressuring is bad only if you are surrounded by bad influence. When astronaut Mike Messomoni was graduate student at MIT, he took a small robotic class. Of the 10 people in the class, 4 become astronauts. If your goal was to make it into space, then the room was about the best culture you could ask for. Similarly, one study found that the higher your best friend IQ at the age 11 or 12, the higher your IQ would be at the age of 15. Even after controlling of natural levels of intelligence, we soak up the quality and practices of those around us. One of the most effective things you can do to build better habit is to join a culture where your desired behavior is a normal behavior. New habit seems achievable when you see others doing them every day. If you are surrounded by fit people, you are more likely to consider working out to be a common habit. If you are surrounded by jazz lover, you are more likely to believe it's reasonable to play jazz every day. Your culture sets your expectation for what is normal. Surrounded yourself with people who have the habit you want to have yourself. You will rest together. To make your habits even more attractive, you can take this strategy one step further. Join the culture. Your desired behavior is normal behavior, and you already have something in common with the group. Steve Camp, Camp an entrepreneur in New York City, run a company called Nerds Fitness, which help nerds, misfits, and mutants lose weight, get strong, and get healthy. His clients include video game lovers, movie fascinators, and average Joes who want to get into get in the shape. Many people feel out of the place the first time they go to the gym or try to change their diet. But if you are already similar to the other members of the group in the say some way, you say your mutual lover of Star Wars, changing change becoming more appealing because it feels like something people like you already do. Nothing substance motivations better than belonging to the tribes. It's transformed a personal in quest in a share one. Previously, you are on your own. Your identity was singular. You are a reader, you are a musician, you are an athlete. When you join a book club or a band or a cycling group, your identity becomes linked to those around you. Growth and change is no longer an individual pursuit. We are readers, we are musicians, we are cyclists. The, the shared identity became to reinforce our personal identity. This is why remembering part of a group after achieving a goal is crucial to maintaining our habits. That's friendship and community that embed a new identity and help behavior last over the long run. Imitating the many. Imitating the many. In 1950, psychologist Lo Mo Solomon Ash conduct a series of experiments that a that are now taught to leg- Legionnaires of undergrad each year. To begin each experiment, the subject entered the room with a group of strangers, unknowledge to them. The other participants were actors planned by the researchers and instructor to deliver a script answer to certain question. The group would be shown one card with a line on it and then a second card with a series of lines. Each person was asked to select the line one. one. Each person was asked to select the line on the second card that was similar in length to the line on the first card. It is very simple task. Here is an example of two cards used in the experiment. You can see this. Okay. These experiments always began the same. First, there would be some easy trials where everyone agree on the correct line. After a few rounds, the participants were showing a test that was just as obvious as previous one, except the actors in the room would select an intentionally incorrect answer. For example, there would response A to comparison show in figure number 10. Everyone would agree that lines were the same even though they are clearly different. The subjects who were unaware of the reuse would immediately become re become bewildered. Their eyes would open wide. They would laugh nervously to themselves. They would double click the reaction of other participants. Their agitation would grow as one person's after and another deliver the same incorrect response. Soon the subjects began to doubt their own eyes. Eventually, they delivered the answer they knew in their heart to be incorrect. Ash ran their experiment many times and in many different ways. What he discovered was that as the numbers of actors increased, so did a conformity on the subject. And if it was just the subject and one actor, there then there was no effect on the person's choice. They just assumed they were in the room with a dummy. When two actors were in the room with the subject, then there was still little impact. But as the numbers of persons increased to the three actor and four actor and all the way to nine, eight, and subjects become more likely to second guess themselves. By the end of the experiment, Nearly 75% of the subject has agreed with the group answer even though it was obviously incorrect. Whenever we are unsure how to act, we look to the group to guide our behavior. We constantly scanning our environment and wondering what is everyone else doing. We check reviews on Amazon or Yelp or TripAdvisor because we want to imitate the best buying, eating, and travel habits. It's usually a smart strategy. There is an evidence in numbers, but there can be a downside. The normal behavior of a tribe often overpowers the desired behavior of an individual. For example, one study found that when a chimpanzee learns an effective way to crack nuts open as a member of one group and then switch to a new group that use a less effective strategy, it will it will avoid using the superior nut cracking method just to blend with the rest of the chimpanzees. Human be are similar. There is tremendous internal pressure to comply with the norms of the group. The reward of being accepted is often greater than the reward of winning an argument, looking smart, or finding truth. Most days we rather be wrong with the crowd than be right by ourselves. Human minds knows how to get alone with others. It want to get alone with others. There, this is our natural mode. You can override it. You can choose to ignore the group or to stop caring what other people think. But it's take work. Runnings against the grain of our cultures require extra efforts. When changing our habits means challenging the tribe, changing is unattractive. When changing our habits means fitting in with the tribes, changing is very attractive. Okay, today we will stop here and tomorrow we will continue imitating the powerful. We have learned today imitating the many, imitating the close, imitating the. There are three different to make it attractive: the close, the many, the powerful. We had the close, our friends, families, members, and okay, close, many, as you seen, and the powerful. We will study this later tomorrow. We continue this. Thank you, everyone.